everybody. Hi, my name is Josh. I am the manager here at Angels Rest. And I wanted to thank everybody for coming. October finally decided to show up. We had a very warm early October here, and it just took a nosedive. But we appreciate all of y'all coming out here, especially in a special time being friends and founders. And, obviously we're all friends here. Coming here, we all animal lovers. We all have the same mission, what we're doing here. And I just wanted to bring up briefly when it comes to the founders part. We had recently lost a co-founder here, Virgil Barstad. And if any of you were fortunate enough to meet him, he was quite an interesting character, Virgil. They say that the eyes are the window to the soul. When you come to talking to people, and he had these big eyes, and he wore glasses, and they didn't distract from that. But you could tell when he was in the stories, his eyes, he would give these great eye expressions, and he would keep you involved in the story, what he was telling, and it was always very interesting. And a lot of founders, if you just look at them, it's not a job. It's not a side hobby. They're in it, and their eyes express a lot of that. You could just see them, and they just glow. And he had some very interesting stories, and I had the honor of doing a number of placements for his cats. He was a big cat guy. He loved his cats. He had a number of cats, and it was I always knew when it was one of Virgil's little guys, that had passed on. He would bring a chair to a placement, and he would just sit there and tell stories about it. And it would go into stories about the history of Angels Rest, or what we're doing here as the sanctuary, like as a whole. And he will be greatly missed when it comes to that, and the amount of stories and knowledge that all these founders have. Whenever you get a chance to talk to them, do it. Because it's like you're not going to hear something like that from anybody else or anywhere else. So he will be missed, and we appreciate that. This being on, Friends and Founders Weekend on Halloween, that's special. It's kind of different. I can't remember last time we had a blessing on Halloween. So it is a little special, and we appreciate that. And it feels like fall now, so we really appreciate that now. So I'll go ahead and get started, where we'll talk about some of the sanctuary, reflect on some of the sanctuary animals that had passed in this month. In cat world, we lost Crackle, also known as Gaston, Prospera, and Stanley. In bunny house, we lost Cadbury. In wild friends, we had lost Little One the mink, and Kizzy the crow. And as far as tributes from the Friends and Founders attendees, hopefully they're here today. TC, Top Cat, Sammy and Elvis, Denali, Alexander, Summer, LPK, Bill, Booger, Pima, Luke, Joey, Zeke, Leia, I believe that's how you say it, Mabel and Scoops, Sasha, Raider, Zeus and Bo, Zing, Tigray, Tubby, Crystal Raptor, aka Boo, Sylvester, Cossette, and Cinnamon, Findley, Murphy, Blink, Kaylee, and Jenny, Luke, Ruger, Baron, Daisy, Cleopatra, Reggie, Molly, Kylie, Sabrina, Oliver, Daisy, Fannie Mae, Duce, I believe it is, Layla, Bixby, Alice Angel, Stella, Blue, George, Tucker, Blinky, Max, Ben, and Dylan Sussman, Zydeco, Sasha, Murphy, Mickey, Casey, Trixie, Gracie Lou, Lola, Paris, Kira, and Fifi.
I'm Byron. I'm one of the caretakers here, and I'm going to read off some of the tributes that were mailed in here. We have Daisy and Rooster, and this one actually was a placement. We've got Bryce Zion, the mountain lion. Not a real mountain lion. Puck, Regis, Reuben, Fletcher, Marley, Shouch, Mystery Starry, or Mystery Starry, I think that's his name. Mr. Met, Rascal 2, Midnight, Caramel Toffee, BL, Rascal, Tramstalker, Chase, Bubba, and Pink. We also have some nice stories that were sent in to us, and so I'm going to share 2 of those, and then James, one of the other caretakers here, is going to share a couple more. Biscuit was a dog who packed a mountain of personality into his 13 pounds. Rescued from the streets of Milwaukee for 11 years, he graced us with his exuberance, snuggly nature, goofiness, magnetic eye contact, and his prancing gait. He was smart, maybe too smart. If only we could see him again, bounding down the hall, ears bouncing, ready for good things. 11 years feels cruelly short, for 20 years would have seemed just as unfair. Goodbye for now, Bisky. We shall see you again on the other side. Run fast and chase all those crows. Jack crossed the Rainbow Bridge on September 6th. Tomorrow, November 1st, would have been his 12th birthday. We will always wish we had more time with him, but we made a huge impact while he was part of our family. Jack loved his people. He was our little shadow at home, following us everywhere. He was a silly pup that made us laugh daily. During his 11 years, he welcomed home 2 human siblings and 1 furry sibling, along with many foster dogs and furry friends. Jack meant the world to all of us, and we will miss him dearly. Run free, Jack Jack. Your memory will live on forever.
Hello, my name is James, and I am a caretaker here at Angels Rest, and would like to continue with some of the stories. Maggie and Gabby were sisters of the heart, and our hearts are broken without you. Maggie, you blessed our lives for what may have seemed like a long time, but was not nearly long enough. Gabby, you left us far too early, and so soon after we lost Maggie. We will all miss you both, greeting us at the door when we come home or come over to visit. Who is going to warn us when a delivery person comes to the door? You both gave us so much joy every single day that you were here. Our hearts are broken, but we know that you are both in heaven together, and that gives us some comfort. Rio. Rio starts with a quote from Tuscarora. Quote, "They are not dead who live in the hearts that they leave behind." End quote. Rio, you will never be forgotten, not ever. Thank you for sharing your life with us. We are forever blessed for your kindness, patience, and presence in our life. You have shown many communities that pit bull type dogs are not to be feared but cherished. You have helped pave a brighter future for others of your kind. We will miss you for a lifetime and a life of gratitude for who you were. Mickey. Mickey came into my life in 2012 after my daughter insisted that I keep my promise to get a family dog and pushed us to move out of the apartments and into a pet-friendly home. He had been abused and was considered special needs by his rescue. God bless them for seeing something in us and entrusting him into our care, despite us being first-time dog parents. His special needs drove me to learn everything I could about dog behavior, emotions, and how they see the world. His legacy is the smile on the face of every fearful pup I have rehabilitated at the rescue where I volunteer for the past few years. He made me a better person and, yes, a crazy dog mom. My heart will stretch to make room for others, but the place in my heart that is his will always be filled with him. And the pain in that piece of my heart is overwhelming right now. Mickey, my precious little angel, you are whole now. You are running pain-free again, and your troubles are behind you. Sleep now, sweetheart, and find a little perch to sit and wait, as I know you will, until I come to find you at the Rainbow Bridge. My little engine that could has reached his station. At this time, please, let's join for a moment of silence to commemorate all these animals that we have lost in the past month.
So we were talking about faith actually earlier in this as people were coming in, and we were just talking about it's about a almost 2 year anniversary since her passing. And Faith Maloney, she was very influential on what we do here, especially at the Rest. Obviously, the whole sanctuary she was, but what we did here at the Rest and with the blessings, very influential with what we did. When I first came here, they had a little stage over there by the fountain, and it was literally an old bookshelf that they flipped upside down. And Mr. Dave and Faith would go up there, and we would do the blessing. And we would talk about, the little guys that she had knew here that had passed on, the BFAS animals. And then again, giving people a chance to talk about their own. But she will be greatly missed because you could always hear Faith, her voice out in the in the audience. Either she was close by or kind of far away. And I just remember when I first met her, you know, she had this little cheery little British accent, you know, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm talking to Mary Poppins. Like, this is really cool. And then, you know what? She ended up being really magical. She really was a real Mary Poppins, because what she did was, you know, she would get you in that story and just hold you on tight. You wouldn't go anywhere. You didn't want to hear about anything else that was going on in the room. You were in that story and engaged. And she told these, you know, amazing stories about her children and their adventures. And, you know, the blessings just aren't the same, honestly, without her. The sanctuary as a whole is not the same without her. You know, she was a boots on the field founder. You know, she did classes, you know, how to start your own sanctuary, doing tours, calling up people. I mean, you see her at the village almost every day. You know, she always had a big old salad on her every day at the village. And so I can't believe it's been 2 years, but yeah, she will then definitely be missed. So thank you for bringing her up. But thank you, all of you, for attending our Friends and Founders blessing today. And you know, I know it was, like I said, pretty cool out here. If you do have any questions about Angels Rest, what we do here, or anything at all, feel free to stay around and ask some questions. There's still plenty of coffee and tea if you want to grab some. That's perfectly fine. I also wanted to take this moment to thank everyone who's watching, who has helped out here at the Rest. You know, we did have that storm over almost about 2 months ago. We had a blessing where Patty did bring up. And we've had a number of volunteers come in here from all over, either other departments here or from other parts of the country that helped out. And so just wanted to say thank you for everyone who has shown up. We're still doing plenty of work out here, and the time is changing, but I just wanted to say thank you. And from all of us here at the Angels Rest Department, thank you, and y'all have a good night.